No, no, appreciate it. And I think I agree. Like, I think buyback and burn makes a lot of sense, right? I think fundamentally it's the same as the mint and burn equilibrium that we used to see on Helium or others or other infrastructure based networks previously. That's a perfectly fair mechanic for some subnets. I think if you're selling to fiat revenues, mint and burn equilibrium is a great way to do it. Price yourself in fiat, burn the equivalent amount of alpha, and then it will balance itself out. If you're emitting more than you're burning or vice versa, that will dictate the price curve. But I think it's getting to a point where we need to start thinking beyond that and kind of figuring out, hey, how can we create these kind of incentives where even speculators can benefit from it, and it can benefit from it to hold on to it for the long term rather than just trying to time when those buyback and burns happen, where they can pick up that step up and then kind of exit the token.
Yeah, I like that. What do you think of that, Simon?
Oh, I've got loads of thoughts, loads of questions. Like with the alpha burning and stuff, I I've always thought, yes, I mean it's a very crypto thing, buyback and burn, just burn the crypto, lower the circulating supply, everyone wins, right? But from a business perspective, and Mark and I always look at subnets from like a traditional business perspective. I guess you do too. You're an investment bank, and I was thinking there are there must be a better way than just burning the tokens. So let's say it was my business and I made a load of revenue. I bought back my alpha because I want to do that. I want to drive value back to the alpha. But then the thought of just let's say it's $1 million, just burning $1 million. I was like, so two parts of my brain thinks, one, how can I use that $1 million to grow my business faster? So next week or next month, I can burn $2 million or buy back $2 million, etc. So I always want to grow the business. But the second thing is, instead of burning, I personally would like the negative connotations of not burning it to go away. Because at the moment, I think a lot of subnet owners don't want to burn it, but they're like, oh, I'm gonna have to burn it because that's what everyone's expecting of me. It would be much better to buy back and have an alpha treasury. Because when you look at the compounding interest of alpha, it compounds per day. Like when you do the calculations, like if you like spitballing some numbers here, if you have a subnet that's like an 80% APY average, over 2 years, you're doubling your alpha pot. Over 4 years, that's another doubling, roughly. Like over 4 years, obviously you have the alpha halving, but long story short, you're like quadrupling your alpha. So if you're sat there with 100,000 alpha that you're about to burn, why not have a subnet treasury that over 2 years is going to double? But here's the thing. I think a lot of subnets need to start like intermingling or start using the mechanics and the pipework that TradFi is already out there. So if I'm a subnet owner and I've been buybacking, not burning, but buyback and parking in this treasury, like be a Michael Saylor, I will never sell this alpha, type thing. And then over 2, 3, 4 years, you've built like the compounding has just gone nuts. You can then use that value, that paper value, to go and raise money, to go and raise like actual fiat to like if you need money, like hey, we're sat here on $50 million worth of alpha. I don't know, use it as collateral or something. And there are bigger things.
I think that's exactly what subnets should be doing.